6:30. We'll call a public meeting of the Commission to order. This meeting of the Hanson Conservation Commission is now open under the State Wetlands Protection Act, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Hanson Local Bylaw, Article 3-13, Section 5. This opening statement will apply for business conducted at this meeting. This meeting of the Hanson Conservation Commission will be audio recorded. Roll call of the members present, please.
Steve Smith. Ed Heel.
Dave Mansfield.
Eric Adams.
Frank Skellinger.
We have 3 out of the 5 sitting members here. That constitutes a quorum, so we can proceed with the meeting. Okay. So we have a new hearing for Zero Adams Circle. If you could read that, Ed, please.
Yes, okay. The Hanson Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. at the Hanson Town Hall, Select Board's Meeting Room, 542 Liberty Street, Hanson, Massachusetts, pursuant to a request for determination of applicability for Stephen Nelson. Parcel and project. Request to perform a Title V perk test evaluation to see the viability of a future residential dwelling within 100 feet of bordering vegetated wetlands at 0 Adams Circle, map 19, lot 0-122-0. The applicant is filing under Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act, Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Hanson Wetland Protection Bylaw, Section 3-13, Section 5, and Rules and Regulations. Hanson Conservation Commission. Thomas F. Brophy Jr., Chairman.
Who's here for... You have the floor, sir.
Good evening. My name is Charlie Woodward. I work for Professional Land Survey Associates, and I'll be representing Stephen Nelson under a request for an IBA. First of all, I have the green cards and the mailings.
Okay.
I'll hand that in.
Thank you.
And I've taken the liberty of making a few sketches.
Okay.
I've also included those sketches with the filing. Okay. So these are kind of duplicates of what you've got in the file.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And these are just the sketch that we did. We notice you have a bylaw that 90% of the minimum size lot has to be upland. So we've taken the liberty of making a small sketch.
Thanks.
With the upland calculated. The lot itself is 2 acres. So when you first look at that plan, it looks like we have very little upland. Okay? But we have way more than what's required. What we'd like to do is we'd like to get out there with a machine and do some test bits and some perk tests in order to verify the buildability of the lot. Unfortunately, we have, as you can see on the sketch, we have a wetland on our lot. So we have to cross the wetland from the street to get to the upland in the rear to the buildable portion. Okay? And we showed exactly where we want to take the test bits and the perks. Okay? We realize the septic system has to be certain distances from the vegetated wetlands and things like that. We just need to know if we have anything to work with at all. Okay? As far as soils and water table.
So this 4 test bits you're planning on having location of the...
Yes. We're going to bring it, we're planning on putting mats down to get across the wetland. That's that hash marks.
What's actually there now? I mean, I know it's wetlands, but do you have trees there?
A lot of trees. Yeah, it's treed, very well treed.
So how are you going to get through the trees?
Well, there's pretty much a pathway right in that edge there that we could get a machine through, straight through.
Without
We won't be cutting any trees in the wetland.
That's the
We
question.
won't be disturbing, and the mats are to minimize the disturbance of it. I went by the other day. There's no water, no standing water on the lot right now. So It's seasonally, it's a pretty good season to get track to.
No, yeah, I get that. But I was gonna. So the other thing I would point out though is the test pits are inside the 100-foot, unless I'm reading this wrong. The 100-foot's not delineated on here, but if I just quick math,
It would be within the 100.
okay.
So but we're allowed to construct a septic system outside the 50.
No, I understand that, but when you still also then need authorization to do work within the 100, if they're actually digging a test pit inside the 100.
I think we applied for that also.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure we're not just only talking about a crossing. We're talking about a crossing and also the work.
Yes.
So there isn't an area that's 100 feet, right? It's
Right.
all,
Right.
everything you think you're doing is within the 50 foot, but there's no way to get to 100 foot.
If this is the 50
Yeah.
foot, the 100 foot's not delineated. on
So
here,
the
but-
50 foot continues to the right. It looks like the line is not, there's a 50 foot over here, but should it go to the right? Am I
It's gotta be 50 feet from the wetland.
right?
Yeah.
So it should,
Well, if it's see this line right here, if I
Yeah.
just assume to follow this line and assume where it's not delineated here, but maintain the same relative distance, that would be roughly
yeah,
where the
that's
50
what I'm
is.
assuming. Yeah.
But that makes almost the entire property within the 100.
Yeah.
Right.
That gives, how much, do you know how much space there is within, outside the 50 foot buffer that you have to work with? It seems like it's,
We've made a couple of sketches. Okay, we're planning on building a raised ranch style home. Okay, and there's enough room to do that.
to fit into
in
the
septic
bylaws
and a reserve. Yes,
bylaws.
I did not bring those sketches with me. We've
But
worked
you-
on those sketches.
You have the setbacks and all the rest.
Yes, sir, we do.
Frank, have you seen this at all, or
Yeah, I know the law.
okay? Is it? I don't know if I'm barking up a pointless tree here or not, but it seems like they have almost the entire property is inside of the 100.
It's a pretty wet law.
Yeah.
Most of it is pretty wet.
That-
And there's not a lot of room to,
well, yeah, it seems like
And
they
be
have to sweep the
outside
house
the buffer.
right there.
Right. But we're not working on building a house tonight.
no,
We're
working on
doing
perk
perk
tests.
tests.
Yeah, no,
Within the 100 foot buffer.
One of the questions that I would have for you is, are you sure that you can build a leaching field within 100 feet?
Within more than 50, less than 100.
Yeah.
That's what we hope to determine. I know some of the soils up there can be pretty tough.
I mean, have you run that by the Board of Health so that you know that's the right answer?
The Board of Health won't even talk to me until we get clear with conservation.
Okay.
I would just hate to see you put too much into it and have the board
Well,
say no.
That's why we're trying to do it.
So
a step
if
at
you
a time.
get past conservation before you put your
Correct.
money into the actually doing work and
Yeah.
putting machine,
Yeah. If I can't
machines
get-
across, it'd be good
If I can't get a perk test, the deal is done, it's over, done.
The what?
It's the deal. I have a purchase and sale agreement contingent on a perk test.
Oh, okay.
I see. Okay.
So in your opinion, can they get in there with mats without making a mess?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we let Brian go in.
Well, I know.
Elm
That's
Street,
yeah.
a quarter of a mile.
I know. I was there.
Is this the one I was gonna say you walked
No,
across?
no, this is a different.
It's a different one.
He was referring to the other.
Oh, okay. It just looked very similar. To the
So, are there any butters here for this
Yes,
hearing? Do you have comments, sir?
I do.
Please, your name?
Mike Booker.
Did you sign the sheet?
I did.
Thank you. You guys could have a seat, so you don't stand in front of him.
Can you guys speak up?
Okay,
I'm gonna take a seat.
sure, that's okay.
First, I'd like to say, I'm not here to stop anybody from building a house. That's not my objective. But I do have some serious concerns as to the sketch, the field sketch, and how we're gonna get from point A to point B after the mats are gone. How does this help? The other thing is there gonna be fill brought in to do something? Because just last week, we had a rainstorm, and the storm drain, we're taking water from State Street, coming down, trickling down, going into Adams Circle, which is like a 12 to 10 inch diameter pipe, which is clogged all the time because of the roots. Has nothing to do with the property, but it has to do with the root system blocking it. They were just out there the other day, and if you stand by the telephone pole where the creek goes in, they had to be 40 feet from the center of the pipe, 20 left, 20 right of water, until they must have got a water jet, shoved it down from the other end to break whatever it is. And over a year ago, Holy was down there when this thing flooded, literally flooded onto the street and across onto my driveway and right in front of that telephone pole.
So
Are you next door?
I am 286,
where is 286? Oh, you have this sheet here.
do.
Where you are?
right there.
Oh, you're this guy? Okay.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, literally the only other one on the map.
Okay.
So, and I did contact the town about, being proactive, and then they didn't have an auger, and Holy broke his, and I guess they went to Pembroke or whatever and borrowed a 6-inch diameter to try and get through, which they did. But I asked them later on to be proactive and send another auger down with the right diameter to take care of the roots. Because I was watching the video from Holy's truck when they were down there, and it looked like the Amazon in that pipe from the trees, the roots. I mean, it's precast concrete, large end, small end, and the roots try to find the water. And that's what
How do
happened.
you feel this impacts their request to access their site here?
Well,
Yeah, tonight we're not really talking about any construction. It's
well,
just they
I'm
just want
just
to get
saying,
a perk test.
it's a domino effect here.
Okay.
The thing is, the drainage pipe isn't gonna change. That means that that's gonna flood again and again and again. Okay? And I wanna know how we're gonna get from point A to point B after the mats are gone.
Well,
I mean,
they're not asking that at this point. They're just asking to go in to do the perk tests.
I understand that, but the fact of the matter is, if that perks, it's game on.
Well,
Then it's come back
no, it's
there.
not. Then they have to come back.
Okay, but then we're gonna be back to where we are right now.
Well,
yes.
And I'm gonna have the same concerns. How are we getting from point A to point B? And if we start changing the elevation of that street, just off the street, what's that gonna do to me?
Right,
Yeah.
except that they're not proposing to change the elevation at this point.
Yeah,
So
that's
they-
the trouble. It's a
and
matter
they're
of
coming
procedure.
back.
They're
If they
not-
come
they're not
back and they
asking
want
to
to change the
build anything right
elevation,
now. They're
that's a
just
whole
asking to go
different conversation.
But it's
I need definitive answers, is
We
how.
can't do that though. They're not even asking to do that though. That's the
Okay,
problem.
but I don't want this man wasting his money.
Oh, neither do I. That's why I asked the questions I did.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I'm saying hypothetically, if that perks, he's gonna go forward.
Well,
Yes.
maybe.
And then he needs to come back to us, and he's going to go to the board. You're going to get. He's going to get. Continue to get. Things in the mail
We can't
as an
roll out
abutter
something that's not being
to
asked.
come back to
That's what it comes
future
down to.
meetings.
It's
But I'm gonna have the same concern. I'm not gonna change.
Right.
yeah.
So I'm gonna be in front of you again, and I'm gonna say, how are we getting from point A to point B across, it's quite a bit of wetlands.
Right.
And that thing floods all along that street every time we get a serious, now, just last week, it wasn't even that much rain. And that system, once again, clogged.
Where on this, just for my own, when you come back, it's more for when you come back for the next step than now, but where are you talking on the, you're talking right along the road where they're digging the auger, like that, the wetlands that's right
No, you're talking
along
about over at State Street, using that as an analogy.
The
for
water's-
what they might do.
Yeah.
over the state?
They're dumping water from State Street
Yeah.
down into Adams Circle, into a
Yeah.
pipe that's way undersized.
Yeah.
Way undersized. Plus, it's full of roots, 100 feet down from my property. That's where Holy broke his auger. So, this is gonna happen again and again and again.
I agree. The thing is that, like I was saying, until they actually come to us and propose this is what we plan to do in the future for how we plan to actually access the lot if we built a theoretical house there, we can't comment on that because we don't know what their intention is. They might be trying to cross here or anything. You're asking us to jump forward into the future to argue to talk about a project that hasn't even been proposed, let alone written up by an engineer.
Yeah, but not really. Not
There's
really,
no engineer who's
because the
proposing
thing is, this is all wetlands, so whether it's here, or here, or here,
or never
He's
at all is my point.
I understand it. But the thing is, I'm trying to find out how we're getting from point A to point B. Whether it's somewhere along the line, this question's gonna come up again and again and again. And
It is.
every bit of this road, from that asphalt to where he wants to go, is wetland.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change.
No, we
So
get
how-
that, but what
So
I'm
he's
saying is you're
gonna,
jumping the
he's
gun on
gonna
the
build a
question.
driveway over the wet.
Oh, so that's.
He's going to need to
that's what
request
that's
it,
what
we're
he's
gonna
gonna
need to
do.
approve it, but that's not
Yeah,
today.
all he's asking for today is they want to bring in machinery to do a perk test, and that's it. We're not able to talk about any other topic other than that, because you're talking about how are they after the perk test passes. Then they would go to an engineer and figure out what their plan is to make a permanent driveway, for instance, over the wetland of some type. You're talking about something that they haven't even bought the property yet, let alone contacted an engineer and had a plan developed that we can comment on.
Well, I'm trying to be proactive here. I mean, I don't wanna waste the man's money, but the other thing is, if he's gonna put in a driveway, that means the elevation's gonna change. It's gonna change. That means that road elevation from Adams Circle to his driveway is gonna be elevated in order to compensate when that State Street starts draining, if we get a torrential downpour, which we did over a year ago.
Yeah.
Where's the
3 or
water?
4
Where's the
inches
water
of rain.
Where's the water supposed to go?
Where's it going?
Where's it supposed to go?
Where's it
Is
supposed
there
to
a
go?
catch basin there?
And I actually asked the town to put a wing wall in with a grate at that particular location, just behind the pole, where they have, it's an inlet to take the water from that's dumping from State Street in that stream into that pipe. And they laughed at me.
So,
So,
is your concern that the water's going to pool on the north side of this now? Like, because you're upland.
but what it's doing is it's flooding, it comes over onto the street, and it went right across the end of my driveway, and it was in the street. It's about 3 inches of water.
No, I understand that, but this is downhill from you though. You're upland. Water doesn't go up; it goes down.
Okay. My house
Yeah.
is elevated. I didn't say the water is near my house.
No, I'm talking about there's elevation markings on here, and from here to here, this is downhill this way.
Okay. All I know is that when I got up that morning, there was water at the end of my driveway, and it was all the way down.
But what does that have to do with a theoretical future thing that may or may not be right here?
Because it keeps on flooding.
I understand that, but that's a problem with State Street and the issue over there. I'm saying what they're proposing today doesn't affect that.
It's going to affect me. Because what's going to happen is,
How can you say that when there
How
isn't
can I say that?
How can you say that the proposal will affect you when there is no proposal?
well, there's going to be.
There may be.
Well,
What I'm saying is that you're getting ahead of it. If
no,
you
I'm
want-
not getting ahead of it.
You are.
I'm
The
trying
next-
to be proactive here. And
Then you can't be proactive here. What you have to do is come back when a proposal has happened, and then we can talk about it.
And we have something to look at that we can.
Right now, they're not proposing to build a damn thing. They're not proposing anything other than to walk into the site and dig a hole in the test pit outside the buffer.
I understand that. But
Can we let,
You wanna
okay,
jump the gun
we
and
understand
talk
your
about this
case, you've made your case, we understand. You need to let other people speak though, is that
Yeah.
okay?
It's just,
We can't deny them.
I'm not denying
access.
anything. I mean, it's a free country. But
Well,
the
absolutely,
thing is,
sir.
I got to look out for my family.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely, you do, and you have a right
And
to.
he puts in a driveway, he's going to raise the elevation.
nobody's proposing a driveway
It's gonna be
or an
a berm.
elevation change.
Can I suggest one thing when
Hold
he
on.
comes?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
okay,
My name is Mark Driscoll. I also live on Adams Circle, 261.
right,
We're directly across the street
right,
from this telephone pole that we're all talking about.
right,
And like Mr. Buka says, there is a lot of water over there. It holds a lot of water.
right.
The discharge of the water that goes down to the stream, it has a tough time getting there. For a long time now, we've seen that on rainstorms. It floods, it floods, it floods. We have to call the town. They come down, they clean out the sewer. Water's gone. But what we are concerned with is if this does go to potential for further next steps, is we're very nervous if they propose, I understand this down the future, if they want to raise the elevation, that's going to push the water 360 degrees
Correct.
around whatever you raise it up on.
Right.
And what's around is Mr. Buka, myself, and another neighbor.
Right.
I think he's trying to just,
Well, he made the case very well.
he did.
The issue we have is we can't deny something that's not being requested. That's the dilemma.
I totally,
So,
totally understand. If I may just say that in the past, I've been there about 26 years. We've seen this property try to go to perk 4 times.
right.
And I believe this is all recorded and we have it on record. Couldn't we go into the past and look up these perk tests and see what the outcome was from our records?
Did they actually go through with the perk test? 'Cause it seems like if they
that's
if
kind
they
of where
failed, it seems like you could help this guy.
that's
by
where
saving
I'm
him from
going.
trouble.
That's exactly where I'm going. You just proved my point.
But no,
It never made it to that point because the water, it's so wet there.
okay.
Well, so I guess your point would be, in the end, it may be a moot point. They go in there and try to perk it, they can't perk it, and the whole problem goes away. That's why we can't deny it now, because we don't know. I mean, if you guys are lucky, they won't be able to perk it, and then there's no problem.
Yeah.
But you understand, we can't deny them access to try it.
100%.
Now, if they come back and they want to fill some wetland to put a driveway in, that's a different story.
Why couldn't they have done that 10 years ago?
Well,
We don't know.
We were in Hampton. You
don't know.
The records show it, doesn't it?
Well, the Board of Health, if they did a perk, would
Yeah.
may or may not
Public
still.
record? Can they
Our
go-
interest is whether they want to cross the wetland. not
I
the
have
perk
no
test. You
idea
have to go
whether
to
the Board of Health could come up with them.
Anything to do with septic is Board of Health.
You could check with the Board of Health. Well, actually,
That's what I'm suggesting.
these people should check.
That's right. That's right.
But your point is well taken, and we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you understand our situation here. We can only vote
We
on.
can't predict the future.
We can only vote on what's proposed, not.
Yeah.
So we sympathize and we get your point. It's well made on your parts. Did anybody else have a comment on this? So what they're proposing is to put some mats down to protect the wetland, so they can bring a machine in to try to perk a lot that at least you guys think they can't perk.
One trip out.
So I suggest we'll vote on whether we allow them to do that, but wait and see if they can perk it. If they can't, then you don't have a problem with this lot. You still have a problem with water on Adams Circle, though. But that's the highway department.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
It's not his problem, it's the town's.
Yeah.
Well, it's a legitimate problem, but it's not something we can address tonight.
It's not his problem.
Well, yeah, right.
But thank you for hearing me.
Yeah. Well, I understand your point, and it's well made. It's just that it's not something we can address tonight.
I understand.
And if they do go forward, you have every right to come back and restate your case if they have a proposal to do some filling or whatever it is. I mean, it might be the only way in there is to build $1 million bridge, and they might decide it's not worth it, too. I mean, so who knows?
Depends what it looks like.
Right. There is that. Are there any other comments, additional comments to be made? We thank you folks for your input. The chair would entertain a motion to allow the use of mats to get across the.
Time out.
Yeah,
They're going to be working within the 50-foot buffer.
right,
Yeah.
You need a vote on allowing that.
okay.
Then you're going to vote on a -3 response to this RDA.
Right. So, the chair would entertain a motion to allow these folks to work within the 50-foot buffer and the wetland.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the chair would entertain a motion to issue a -3 determination, correct, Frank? For this project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so let us know when you plan to put the mats down so we can take a look and make sure
Absolutely.
you're not making a bigger mess.
We'll call and make sure we have inspections.
And you said it's well treed, so
I know.
No trees coming down. Okay, so let the office know when you're going to work in there.
Okay, okay.
Thank you very much. for
Okay.
your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate your input, sir. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Your butters are always welcome to make their case.
And look forward to seeing you again,
Well, we'll see how it works out.
Well, yeah, we will.
if needed.
Thank you again.
Okay.
My boy already likes you, so.
It's not personal.
We met. I don't know.
What time is it? Oop, 5 minutes to 7. We have another. Oh, we don't want to close this one yet, do we?
Yeah, you do have to close it.
You want to close it now? Chair would entertain a motion to close the hearing for Adams Circle.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Want to read the notice for this one?
The Hanson Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025 at 6:45 p.m. at the Hanson Town Hall Select Board Meeting Room, 542 Liberty Street, Hanson, Massachusetts, pursuant to a Notice of Resource Area Delineation, ANRAD, for the town of Hanson. Parcel and project. A proposal to determine the validity of a boundary of bordering vegetated wetland resource area at 808 West Washington Street, map 66, lot 7,
I forgot to make
for Hassan
Could you either scan it?
Krashkov, represented by Joseph Webby, 180 County Road, Plimpton, Massachusetts 02367. The applicant is filing under Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act, Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Hanson Wetland Protection Bylaw, 3-13, Section 5, and Rules and Regulations. The Hanson Conservation Commission, Thomas F. Brophy, Chairman.
So we just have a little reporter over there.
Joe Webby, Webby Engineering, and with me is Hassan, the owner of the property back in the pet corner. And we're asking the commission to accept the wetland resource lines that have been delineated by Brad Holmes from ECR back in August of this year. Currently, there's a river that I'm not going to try to pronounce.
Shumatuskakan. Shumatuskakan.
That has
Rules right off the top.
It has a bank. We also have a bordering vegetated wetland. And you can see by our plan, we have the 100 and the 200 feet from the river. And we also have the 100 feet from the bordering vegetated wetland, all delineated. Frank had a couple of additions he'd like us to make to the plan. One of them was to add a benchmark, which we did, and the other one was to give us the total riverfront area, which we had put on the plan. And I brought you a couple of extra copies, Frank. So basically, the lines are the same as we submitted.
Where is this
It's
here?
across the street from our Poor Meadow Brook
Okay.
Conservation Land.
But this piece here, I don't see where it fits.
It's before, our Poor Meadow, our thing is right
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Here's the Shumatuskakan, it flows right there. And
So
so
this is right here?
the Poor Meadow Brook Conservation Area,
Yeah.
our parking lot's right there.
Yep.
And this is sort of diagonally across the street.
Okay. Thank you.
Shumatuskakan.
I just want to say that.
Starts in Abington.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't say it once, never mind. And
Makes you
what is-
wonder why it's called Poor Meadow Brook Conservation Area.
Yeah. What does that say in there?
Where?
In the gray box.
It says Phase 2.
Yeah, this is,
I wasn't sure it was phase one or phase two.
basically, this is, Hassan owns about 98 acres of land here. That goes all the way to the regional high school. And this is kind of blown up right here.
Yeah.
At a different scale. So this shows his whole property. And then this shows the part that we would like you to make a determination on the wetlands resource area.
So your question tonight is simply to accept the determination of the wetlands, right?
That's correct, yes.
The fact that he's planning to put a subdivision in there is not relevant to tonight.
We don't know what.
We don't know, because we don't know what he's gonna do there.
He
right?
wants to know what
He wants to know what he can do there, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, have you been out there looking at this? Or?
Yeah, straightforward.
Yeah, seems like a pretty straightforward situation. Do we have any butters that have commentary?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to know what the purpose of this is.
The purpose of this is.
Could I come up and see? I can't,
Yeah.
I just want to see, are you doing it at 808 where the driveway is to the Dean's property?
Yeah, well, right now, this is the property
Right.
to Hassan's house. The Dean's property,
That's, yeah, okay, it used to be city deeds.
Yeah.
All right, so where is Franklin Street?
Franklin Street is right over here.
Excuse me, I want to take a look at this.
Actually, it is the
Okay.
river that runs out
I don't know
of
if this is losing a little control.
Okay.
Well, they got,
Let him do it.
well, they have a right to look at it.
Yeah. So this is the wetlands from the brook,
It's,
This is the river.
and the brook is to the left of their property?
Well, you know where the parking lot is, right?
Yeah.
So you know where the river is.
Yeah. No, I just wondered what, is there wetlands over here or just over
Too
here?
many questions.
Pretty much, all right, see this yellow line right here? Pretty much everything's
Yeah.
left of that.
Okay,
Everything's
so
left.
let's get organized here. So if you folks have something to ask or say, let's have it in an orderly fashion if we could, please.
okay.
I just couldn't see it. I just want
You can't see
Do
anything.
you have any copies we can look at or anything? Or,
Here, take this one.
Yeah, it's the first time we've got an opportunity to see it.
Yeah, I'll leave it. That's an addition.
So did we have comments?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am?
I'm not sure I understand. Are you asking to move the border of where the conservation?
No, not at all. They're just, because of the river and the wetlands bordering the river, they're asking for us to approve, the wetland scientists went in and marked the wetlands. They want us to accept that delineation. It's not moving anything.
Okay,
It's just they want us to agree with the wetland scientists.
so you want to mark it?
Well, the scientists did. All right, I think it's already marked, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're just asking that we accept his delineation.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't involve moving any boundaries or anything like that. And there's no land exchange involved here.
Yeah, this is just basically resurvey.
Our conservation area is across the street, and we have a small piece of it that's right at the bridge.
And we're right
You're right
across
on
the
the
street.
conservation thing.
You are.
Yes.
Yeah, Sawmill Lane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is across the street from Sawmill Lane.
Right, I think you know where it is.
How can you
Are they
accept
gonna
that?
build on it? Does anybody know that?
Pardon?
Excuse me. You
Sorry.
guys, how do you accept that by just looking at that?
We don't.
It's from a certified.
He's showing us what the wetland scientists marked. So the wetland scientists delineated the wetlands.
Yeah.
And that's the map of what he delineated.
I know exactly what it is, right? Well, 5 years ago, I paid $75,000 to have it all, that whole piece,
Whole 200 acres.
all
Oh, that's
engineered, botanist, the whole nine, yeah.
Mhm.
So we have some pretty good, I was surprised he's not using that.
Wait, you're a former owner of this property, or
I own half of it still.
you? Oh, okay. So
Right.
your property was also delineated with this.
I own to the right, the 100 acres to the right.
You own where the kennel is.
Excuse me?
No, that's on the,
No.
No, that's
No, you own the other
the
side.
left of
yeah,
it.
on the other side.
Oh, from the street's perspective to the right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, on the map it would be left, but if you're looking at it from the street, he's to the right.
So I can't answer that question. I guess Mr. Webber could answer the question, but
So this was all just done recently, Joe?
Yeah, this was done in August of this year.
Now,
Excuse me, August of 24. 24.
is this the same as the plan at Brad McKenzie? Is it the same?
This is the same wetland scientist that did it for your family
Yeah.
5 years, 6 years ago, whatever it was.
12, who knows, I
Yeah.
can't remember.
So
Brad-
it
Brad
changed,
Holmes from ECR.
did the wetlands change at all?
No, very little. The wetlands, a wetlands line is only good for 3 years. So what we're trying to do is get this adjudicated so that we can utilize this line for at least the next 3 years.
But it hasn't changed, the wetlands line hasn't changed, I didn't change it.
No, it's basically,
Yeah, well, you never know.
So I guess the short answer is, because that other wetlands delineation is only valid for 3 years, they had to do it again.
Well, it's just confusing because the letter gets sent out, the letter that we got as a butters
Mm-hmm.
is extremely confusing to someone who's not on the
No,
conversation.
I have no doubt.
I've not seen it. What does it
I'm
say?
just trying to figure out why are we here?
Right.
So all they want to do then is accept this plan that those are the wetlands in that area.
That's correct.
Not the entire property, just that one area.
It's the, where you see the blue flags on the map there.
See the blue dash line through the middle of the property? With the,
Big blue line going down the center.
and the numbers on the numbers are the flags that the scientists put up there. So the scientists numbered each flag they put in the ground.
And according to Mr. Webby, it's changed very little since the last time it was done, which was somewhere between 5 and 12 years ago.
You know how fast time goes, right?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
I don't understand any of this, so I just have one question, which probably doesn't mean anything. Why is he doing that? Does he want to build?
Well, that's not the question.
That's up to him.
It's his property, and he wants to know where the wetlands is.
We don't
and
know. Sorry.
It's his property, and he wants to know where the wetlands are, and that's the question before us tonight. What he plans to do after he knows that,
Well,
don't know.
it's no secret. Change.
Well, right,
You
but
guys had a meeting, right, a public meeting?
yeah, but
So it was up to 31 units, apartments and.
I'm selling it maybe. What's that? If anybody interested, I may sell it.
so, but anyway, that's not the question tonight. The question is,
If it was to pass that somebody wanted to build, a bunch of houses there, would we be informed? So
Yes.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
This is the first step of many
this isn't.
meetings.
Yeah, this is just about the wetlands.
Okay.
It's a little bit like the last hearing where it's a lot of conjecture about what's going to happen, but it's just about crossing the wetlands. This isn't even crossing. This is just accepting where they are.
the water in Hanson is not good. So if they keep building, it's going to get worse.
Right.
So the dark blue line is the wetlands line.
The blue line is the wetlands line.
Yeah.
On the map. Could you just run your finger along
See
that?
the yellow line?
yeah.
Joe.
So we have the light blue is the inland bank to the river.
Yeah.
The dark blue is the border, what we call bordering vegetated wetlands. And then we have the yellow line is 100 feet from the BBW, the bordering vegetated wetlands.
Say that again, that's a little bit louder. The yellow line is what?
100 feet from the bordering vegetated wetlands.
Okay.
And do you want to
So
explain?
that, that line, everything to the right on your paper of that line is outside of our scope. That's just regular land that's not wetland. Everything that's to the left of that yellow line, but between the yellow and the blue, that's the area where they could do work, but they have to get permission. Everything to the left of the blue line is wetland, and they're not doing anything there. Does that make sense?
There is
It does. We're really abundant.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
That's fine. We know it's about halfway. Yeah.
Yeah, also, we're not proposed, there won't be any work proposed within 200 feet of the river either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Are there any other comments or questions?
No, I was just confused as
Yeah.
to what it was. If
Well, that's why it's a public hearing,
If
so.
that's to be accepted, then,
Well, it's just a matter of us agreeing with the wetland scientist.
right.
And,
So you had a botanist come out?
well, we didn't, but they hired some.
Because I know David, you had people come out.
David.
Yeah.
He's had a hearing, so you gotta speak up.
So on I did. I know that there was another plan done by some other company, probably about 6 years.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
They're only good for 3 years. Then you have to have another
You
one.
had to redo
The
it.
wetlands
Okay.
was done from the same guy.
Yeah.
What?
The wetlands were marked from the same guy that did the other company and this company. There's the one guy that does most of the wetlands.
Yeah, we have one of those, okay.
So,
All right.
But that's the reason. It's only good for 3 years, they have to read
And
it.
that's why they,
They should have put that in the letter.
Well,
no, because I think it's good that we all get together.
but that's why we have a public hearing to answer your questions and to get input.
Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
So is there anything else, anything new, or?
No.
Do you have any commentary?
Nope.
So the chair would entertain a motion to approve the wetlands delineation as per the plan presented to us by Rebbe.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We need to close this one too?
So nice to meet you.
The chair would entertain a motion to close this hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Thank you for coming, and if anything proceeds in the future, you'll get notified.
Get a certified letter?
Right.
Great, thank you.
Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Right, got a question regarding the.
Thanks for coming, sir. Appreciate it.
So, the notices that go out to the people, is there like required language of exactly what goes in there, or are we able to put like a layman's description at the bottom?
I think that's the one.
Because it seems like a lot of the people, or both of the two groups that came in here, it's like, there's the legal description that you have to put in there, but are we able to throw a paragraph where, like, dumb it down for people who have no idea what we're talking
Leave
about?
it here.
Like an abstract?
But I want to know what you're going to do with it while you're here.
You guys gonna
Because
find
if
out.
conversations can be brought outside.
Either me or someone else.
We have another hearing, sir, if you would take it outside, thank you.
This room out back.
Hopefully something good.
So, the public hearing notice that goes out and also gets published in the paper is just a standard form, basically. It says, there's going to be a hearing, it's about this.
Yeah. That's what I'm
We
saying.
can add to that?
What I'm saying is like, it goes out with this description, which is
Basic.
gibberish to most folks. What I'm saying is, are we allowed legally to just say like, oh, also it's in your interest to add in a dumb it down like you're talking to a kid version of that? Like, like have like the layman's version of like what exactly it is we're doing. I'm just wondering because it seems like almost every person who came in tonight came on in having absolutely no idea why they were here, or looking to talk about future things.
You don't believe that the validity of a boundary of a bordering vegetated wetland is plain English? I mean, that's...
No, I mean plain English, like we were talking to a 5-year-old, basically.
Yeah.
Like, there are ways to
well,
dumb it down in common
Can I
terms.
interrupt for a moment? We have a hearing scheduled for 7.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
why don't we hear him, and
Go
then
ahead.
if you want to continue the discussion, we can do it
Sorry, I
afterwards.
thought that would be continued with that.
Okay.
Okay, this is a continued hearing, so you don't have anything to read it. What do you get? What's up?
So,
I got the email chain
okay, so,
from DOT.
right, so right now, it looks like they would, I guess, approve it on the concept plan, not the concept plan, but the plan that we submitted, because what's gonna happen is, once this goes out on the street for bidding, whoever the awarded contractor is, once he purchases the actual prefab bridge, and the prefab manufacturer submits a stamped final structural plan to Mass DOT, and then they'll.
Well, that was in their letter. They have to have that.
Right.
What about the DEP?
So we sent them the updated plan set, and we haven't heard anything back from them.
Nothing. Everyone would like to put this to bed, I'm sure.
Right. So, is there a?
Well, I guess the question is, do you think it's appropriate for us to approve this conditional to DEP and DOT?
Well, that's why I gave you that set of conditions.
Right.
The order of conditions would basically say the engineer and the
Trying to get into
contractor
a
have
couple weeks
to
ago.
make sure that they meet the Army Corps of Engineers general procedures, general permits, and general conditions that apply. They have to address any comments from the DOT. They have to address any comments from the Division of Marine Fisheries. They have to make sure that the fire department is happy. In so many words, I didn't say it quite that
Right.
simply. And if there are any changes to the plans that you're approving tonight, they have to come back for conservation review and approval.
Right,
Those are simple.
right. Is
Conditions.
that your understanding?
That's my understanding. And then, just so I just want to look ahead, like when this project actually goes out to bid, we get awarded, we get a contractor, there's a pre-construction meeting, everything else, and as part of after the pre-construction meeting, the contractor is required to submit all their submittals for us to review, which the town will also get copies, which are basically the big items are the temporary bridge and then the actual prefab manufactured bridge.
Right.
All that information gets submitted to MassDOT, and so they have to do their approval, and obviously the highway department, the fire department, they have to get their approval, on the temporary bridge. So all that stuff, happens.
Right, well, that's what Frank has stated, would be in the orders
Right.
of conditions. So, what's a simple way to word this? The chair would entertain a motion to, what would we call it? Conditionally approve this, or
Well, we always condition it.
Yeah.
So approve an order of conditions
approve an order of conditions for the
for the bridge.
Pratt Street Bridge project and include the additional special conditions as presented here. Everybody got a chance to look at them?
Yep. Do we need to read them in the record, or?
We can read them into the record if you like.
Okay, we can read them into the record. The additional special conditions. The project engineer and contractor shall meet the requirements of the applicable general permit, parentheses GPS, close parentheses, and applicable general conditions, parentheses GCS, close parentheses, specified by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and general permit number NAE-2022-02649, comma, quote, general permits for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, end quote, June 2nd, 2023, comma, and shall meet any conditions specified by the USA COE resulting from their review. The project engineer and contractor shall meet the recommendations specified by the Division of Marine Fisheries in their later dated of July 16th, 2025, comma, attached here too. The contractor shall meet the condition concerning the turning radius from the temporary bridge onto the road as specified by the Hanson Fire Department in its July 7th, 2025 letter, comma, attached here too. The project engineer and contractor shall resolve all Mass DOT comments of 9/18/25 and meet any conditions specified by the Mass DOT resulting from their reviews. The project engineer and the contractor shall submit any changes to the approved plans, comma, and any additional plans and documents subsequently prepared, comma, to the Conservation Commission for review and approval. Okay? Do we have a proposal?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
No
Close the
opposed?
hearing.
Pardon?
Oh, you need to vote to allow work within the 50-foot buffer.
Right.
Sorry.
The chair would entertain a motion to allow this work within the 50-foot buffer zone.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Can we close? No, we can't close this one though, can we, Frank?
Yes, you can.
We can?
Yep.
So we'll have to reopen it if there's an issue with or open a new one? Is that how this will work?
It'll be a modification or an amendment. So
Okay.
yes, there'll be a new hearing.
Okay. So the chair would entertain a motion to close this hearing for the Pratt Street Bridge.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I'll kind of miss meeting with you every month or so.
No,
Not going to see you next month?
Don't you want to keep coming back?
It's okay.
No?
You may be back.
Next month,
Yeah, we may be back, but just to give you guys a big picture overview, we're talking to Tony and scheduling and stuff. Looks like we're trying to get it out on the street, mid-December, and then from there, this whole procurement process, bidding process, and that. So
Mid-December?
Time to scramble.
mid-December, right? So
To have the bids in by mid-December?
no, we're gonna go out to street. So we're talking to Tony. We obviously the bids wouldn't be coming in until January. So
But
Is January
as long as you're
too late?
out to bid. you're
right, as long as they're out to bid, right?
That's the deadline we're trying to meet is out to bid.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and then there's a procurement process. Then there's selecting the contractor. Then The idea is once the contractor gets on board, he submits the bid, the town approves the dollar amount, and then the idea is from there he'll have that period between February and March to order the materials, because then construction would start sometime in the summertime.
Sounds right.
So this will be done late spring?
Ideally, we want to do it in low flow time, like in August.
Right. Other than that, just have a good holiday season.
You too.
And we'll see you on the other
Thank
side.
you so much for going through the process.
Is that your pad there?
It wasn't. With somebody, I think, left to hear from.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
All right, sorry to interrupt you earlier, Steve. You want to
No,
continue?
No, it's fine. I didn't realize. I thought that would be continued.
One thing first. The ORAD for the second hearing. We don't have a DEP number for that yet.
Right.
So basically, if the DEP comes in with some kind of comment, which they probably won't, but if they do, we're going to have a modification of some kind.
Right. Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
We could have just said, no, can't approve it tonight, but I think it's better that we did
Yeah.
clear the deck.
Right.
But if the DEP comes back with comments, we're gonna have to address that. So,
Okay.
just so you know,
Okie dokie.
because there's no number on it yet.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, you wanted to have a
Yeah, the only
conversation?
reason I bring that up is two different people tonight said it, but then also in the past, it's maybe once or twice over the last couple of years, somebody's been like, oh, well, I didn't understand the letter that was sent to me. And I mean, yeah, some of them are plain English, but plain English to a person who has absolutely no idea what the heck we do here, doesn't understand what conservation is, doesn't know what a delineation is, that kind of stuff. I'm just wondering if it's not in the interest of just being nice to the abutters, essentially, to kind of tip them off that, like, hey, maybe you don't care about this one because we're not talking about any building or anything like that.
You're thinking maybe a URL to say go look at the conservation website and have because everybody has different questions.
What I'm saying is just blame
these explain what they are.
No, I'm just saying dumb it down. Like take this. So take this thing and say, and then underneath it, literally write layman's description. Like this is a vote. Just this will just be a discussion regarding bringing equipment in. This will not be regarding any construction or blah 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 blah. Something just to let them know, so that 30 people don't show up trying to argue for a thing that's not even going to happen for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, like I just
this
feel bad
goes-
when people,
Yes.
you know,
This goes
people
with
take
this?
time to come in
Yes.
here.
This goes with all
It's
these.
like,
Yes.
oh, you mean we're
These are all
not going to be
these.
building?
That's what you're trying to
Yes.
I don't know.
So don't say
I don't know that there's a good
Any
answer
of
for it. I don't know how else to phrase it. I'm just wondering if there's the legally required language, and then underneath it, is there any way we can just sum it up in 2 sentences? Just
This has to be signed.
if only just to let the abutters know, like, hey, you probably don't care about this
Four
one.
of these.
Because I'm just thinking, like, those people, they do care. They care about the next one. When the guy comes back and saying he wants to build a crossing over the wetlands, that's the one they want to be at. And it's just like, the fellow that I got pretty close to more or less saying shut up. Like, the guy kept repeating the same question over and over. And then the fellow over here, he said, he's like, well, that's not what he said something about not understanding the notice. The guy over here did, and the lady over here that couldn't hear what we were saying. Like, there's 3 different people who all simultaneously told us that. Then on the second hearing,
Where do you get the one for the well next time?
I already got a call at home on the well. I already got somebody calling on that one.
You need my signature,
The
Dave.
reason that we don't
Right there.
That's it.
puff the
This one says
is
needs
that it
Dave's
goes to the
signature. You're
paper
not
and
even
we have to
signing
pay
it.
for every word.
I think what you need to say is,
oh, right. I'm talking about just
Dave's
the letters that go out to the abutters, though. Just
The
not,
abutters,
You can ask
the
her what
abutters
she
get
says, but-
That's what it means.
they get the same.
but I don't sign it.
notice.
You
Can we
sign
not?
your regular
can
ones, I just need Frank to sign them after.
Change that.
That's what
Yeah.
that.
So that's what I'm getting
Frank
at.
needs to sign
They
these.
get a different
Frank
notice.
You need to sign that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting at. Is, are we able to say,
this.
You know,
this is what went to the
that's
paper,
what that goes
and then
with.
underneath it, just throw in like 2 sentences of just something that might make sense to a person who has absolutely no idea what a conservation commission is.
The problem that we have in the office is that the abutters notice is sent out by the applicant. We send them a public hearing notice, and they send it out to the abutters. So if we do what you suggest,
We would have to pay it. Yeah, never
we
mind.
would have to either send out the notices ourselves or tell the applicant
Yeah, and we don't want the
Don't
applicant.
send it this way, send it that way.
No, as soon as you pointed out that, no, I take back what I
You
said.
could be our emissary, though.
No.
Talk to all of the people that want to send them out.
No. What I'm saying though is like, yeah, if that's the case, then the layman's description would be something coming from them, or it would be commentary that hasn't even been voted on. So no, never mind, forget it. I don't want to do that.
In the past, that some of the engineers have written their own.
Yeah, and then you worry. Then there's the
notifications.
problem of if one of them writes something that we don't agree with.
And they are all over the place and probably
And do we get a
worse
copy
than
of it?
our public hearing notice.
Do we get a copy of what they sent to everybody?
Yeah, but mostly they say what they want to say rather than what we want them to say.
Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about. Is that now that you pointed that out, that it would not be our interpretation of it; it would be their interpretation, and then right in there, nothing to worry about. Don't bother showing up. You know, yeah.
What I was
no,
suggesting
never mind. Forget I said it.
was having them put in there. Please see the Conservation Commission's website for an explanation of the various terms if you don't understand.
That's not a bad idea. You could put up a glossary or something like that. Like go to this place. If you like, what does delineation mean? What is like? Because people know the word survey, but delineation.
What is a
that kind of
50-foot
stuff.
buffer? What is a 100-foot buffer?
What's a buffer? You know, what is it? What's the difference between them, etc.
We can look into that.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't our public hearing notices already say call the office if you want more information, or you can see the plans if you come to the office, something like that.
I think so.
Okay, we need to,
Is this yours?
Yeah, I think so. It sounds like.
Chair would entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes from November 5th.
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 3-0. All opposed, nobody. Okay, need this anymore. Okay, next here, proposed dock law. According to TJ, there's been no updates. Thomas Mill conservation restriction. Anything new on that?
No, I did hear from
Scott?
Scott. Thank you. That the person who does have to sign it is back from overseas where he was away for a while. But that was probably 4 or 5 days ago, and I haven't heard since that he has in fact signed it. So
Okay, so
still in limbo.
waiting for that. TJ says there's nothing new on the master plan quarterly meetings. Conservation regulations, was that TJ? Or was that
Yes,
you?
that's TJ.
Yeah, he said nothing new there either. This property list?
Are you serious?
We're still waiting for the legislature on the land swap for the well.
I'll ask you about that.
TJ and Gil issued a letter to to Brady and Sweezy. We didn't hear back anything. Somebody told me today that they had talked to Sweezy and he dumped it onto Brady. It was up to Brady to do something. I don't know what that's about. It is a Senate bill, so it has to clear the Senate before it goes to the House, where Sweezy is. So all I can say is it's still in limbo.
Okay. Property management update. Well, it's not too much new. I put the rest of the hunting regulations up on Clemens and Sleeper. So they're done. I led a walk through Smitty's on Saturday with North South River Watershed, Steve French and Keeza Bacon and Rob McDonald, which went well. Chris from Kiwanee has built a bridge from Kiwanee across Indian Head Brook to access the old sand pit on Smitty's. I'm not sure where the property line is, but now there's a bridge there that's not dangerous. Let's see. I think that was it. Oh, the meadow is mowed. I checked on that. So we're in pretty good shape as far as that stuff goes. I'm going to go mark the trail to the Indian Grindstone probably tomorrow.
Did you do the walks with Wildlands Trust
Oh, yeah. Did I not mention that?
before or after the last meeting?
I think it was after, actually, that Friday. It was on a Friday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked the properties with Tess from Wildlands Trust. Poor Meadow Brook. Most of it's Poor Meadow Brook and Sleeper, and they're pleased with it. They're fine with it. There's no issues or problems with it. No abutter intrusions or anything. So all is well as far as that goes. Oh, the other.
Speaking of the well.
Oh, speaking of the well, I did put. I can show you guys the picture.
You did send a picture, right? I see.
Oh, did I send it?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay. So Steve French and I uncovered the well and cleared a little path to it, and we put a cap on it with a mesh hardware cloth so you can still see the well, and then I put a little rail around that.
So it basically will stop somebody that doesn't.
Well, it's very obvious where it is.
It's
now.
obvious where it is. I mean, you're not. A kid could definitely.
Well,
how deep is it? It's not that deep.
About 6 feet.
And does it get water?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, so.
Is it climbable if somebody fell in?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
are the walls like smooth, or I don't remember.
It's only 3 feet around.
No, I'm just wondering if, like what you said.
Well, their head would be sticking up above it, and they can holler for help.
Are they near enough to be heard?
Yeah, it's probably from here to that lectern from the trail.
Oh, okay.
And it's probably 50 feet from the road.
You'd be dependent on somebody coming by, but yeah.
Well, not really.
I mean, there's nothing.
You can't fall into it.
Well,
I mean,
no, but there's
It would be a mistake to fall in. It'd be on purpose to fall into it. You're not going to just walk along, boom, boom. You've got to actually.
You'd have to break. You'd have to break the cover to fall into it.
Well, yeah.
But if you fell on top of the cover, the cover would.
You'd have to climb over the rail.
Over the rail.
You have to climb over the rail and jump on the hardware cloth.
Have you ever heard of the term attractive nuisance?
That's why there's a rail around it.
I'm saying attractive nuisance is like by drawing attention to it, but not properly preventing somebody from getting in. That makes it legally liable.
That's why there's a cover with a grid
No,
and
I'm
a
saying
rail.
if it was left alone, it's not attractive nuisance. But because we we made it more apparent.
And what do you want me to do? Fill it in?
Yes.
Oh.
Fill it up.
I would. No.
6 feet deep. Fill it up.
But it's historic.
It's a historic well, and I thought it was a good idea.
No. It's definitely a
have
good
it
idea.
there.
I'm just
So
worried
if
about
you
it.
don't agree, then let's discuss it. But
No. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say that there's anything wrong with the covering. I'm just wondering if
Troublemaker. That's all.
I'm arguing devil's advocate. He made a point that I'm trying to.
if you think we should fill it in, make a proposal.
No,
if you don't care, then
I don't care. Never mind.
okay. Thank you. Anything new in open space? Probably not. Hummel.
Hubble is still up in the air because our legal team and their legal team can't seem to find the Phase 1 environmental report, which is holding up the purchase and sales agreement. I think when Lisa comes back, we may be able to force the issue with legal to. I mean, I don't understand why they just can't call each other up.
I don't know.
But apparently they can't.
I assume you've not heard back from having right away either there.
Nothing from
Right.
Eversource. He did tell me that he hasn't heard from his people, so I haven't heard from them either.
Ethiopian. On this apparel business, I don't know what to say about that. You guys like the yellow one? I can ask the
How thick
vendor.
is the yellow one? It's a jacket or a vest?
It's a vest.
And it's got some heft to it. It's like a fishing vest type.
It's a zippered vest. It's got 3 pockets and it's got a water bottle.
But I'm just wondering what's the difference between this and this. This is much stronger.
This is this is one of those flimsy things you can
Yeah.
buy for $9.95 at Walmart.
Right. And this looks like it with a little nice looking.
This has got a nylon front and a mesh back.
Yeah.
There's the back of it there.
And you're saying we would
You
get
can go
some
online
type
and
of
look at it if you want.
We would get some type of patch that had Hanson Conservation on it.
We want to say Hanson Conservation on the back, and we
On the
want
back,
the
okay.
town logo wherever they can put it.
Yeah.
I say go for it.
Yeah, same here. I think that's perfectly fine. We're not looking for anything super fancy, and
This can be worn year round then.
yeah, that's
On
the other
top
thing
of
too.
it.
Is the
You
majority of
can
the work is done
wear
in
it
hot
for
weather.
bed if you want, or whatever you want to do with it. It's waterproof. You can wear it swimming.
No, I'm just saying, like, these ones should be not even considered anything like that, just because.
The only reason I put them there is because that's what she sent me.
Who's the she?
The woman that's the manager up at Time Out Sports.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I like
I
the
forget
idea
her
of the
name,
vest,
but I
because
can
you
look
can
it
wear
up.
it in the middle of 90-degree weather.
Yeah. That's all. My only concern is to be able to wear it year round.
Yeah.
On top of what you're already wearing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah,
It's just,
I like
you just
it.
need to be identifiable so we don't have any further.
And the color yellow doesn't matter to me. Yellow, orange, green, whatever is fine with me.
You better not have green.
You better not have green. Green and brown are probably not your best bets.
Well, I mean, it's
No,
got
he
the
means
reflect.
like the glowy, like Dave's thing, yellow-greenish.
Yeah.
So that being said, what sizes do we need?
I want. Are they meant to go over clothes? I want extra, extra large because I want to be able to put it over my winter coat.
Over your winter coat?
Okay. What I mean, you know what I mean, though? If
That's
we
a
need to wear
solid
them in the
point.
winter.
3X for me. I'm a fat guy.
But if they're meant to go over.
No. It's a vest, Ed. You can you do whatever, you know.
I'll give
If
you
you-
XXL.
Most people, what they would have is they would have a coat like this for the winter, and they would have something like this for the summer.
So
you want to be able to
What
use
my
this
question
over
is
that.
can we get this for the summer and a patch for the winter that I put on my own jacket?
Done.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll ask her.
Get an extra patch.
Patch.
What?
A
Does that
patch.
make sense?
I'll ask her. I don't know how much they're going to cost or anything else, but
Yeah.
Does
all
that?
right. What size?
No, I
what
think
size
that's
do you
not
need,
fair.
Frank?
Yeah, like literally, like the
Yeah.
jacket you got here at shows, just slap a patch.
And then
on
I
that
need to
for winter.
grab one like this, Dave. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would.
I mean, it's pretty hard to get something that you can wear in 90 degrees and 20 below zero.
But that's what we're trying to do with this. You can.
That's what you're trying to do with it, not me. I'm wearing this in the winter.
with no conservation identification.
Nope. I got my little badge from
Arguably,
town.
he's way less likely to run into random townsfolk in the middle of the freezing cold.
What size do you want, Eric?
During the summer is when you
That's
can have
true,
any negative
Size,
interaction.
you want one?
Medium?
Yeah.
TJ
Like
probably takes
whenever
a
we do these
4X off.
Hanson Day things, we all have to go
yeah.
wearing our.
All right, I'll check with Elise and TJ.
Oh, and now we're trading it like a uniform.
Yeah, the police wear their
Get
uniform. We need a, Frank needs one.
Actually, arguably, the person who needs one the most is probably Frank.
That's
you go
true.
out by yourself.
Frank and me.
No, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank goes out to
I have
people's
one of
residences.
these and I have an orange vest.
Okay, you got something?
Yeah.
'cause
But
you're
it
the only
doesn't
one,
have
like,
any. It doesn't have any
no,
This
identification.
doesn't say conservation on
You know
it.
what I'm saying is Dave's going out
That's
in the
what I'm
woods
saying, if you
away
had
from
patches.
everybody. You're going up on people's backyards and stuff.
But if you had a patch, you could actually.
I'll ask her if she can also make. What do you want the patch to say? In addition to these, I
Can
can
we
ask her
have
for
a Hanson
patches.
conservation logo?
No.
Nah.
We do. Sure we do.
There's a town, one,
We?
It's a town.
but it doesn't. It's not a Hanson conservation
It
logo.
says-
It says Town of Hanson.
That's in Conservation Commission.
Yeah, isn't it the water wheel over there or whatever the mill? I think was the
Thomas Mill?
symbol, or is that the old one?
I need a JPEG of it, or there ain't no patch going to get made.
Okay.
Send me a JPEG or whatever you want the patch to look like.
Who are you saying that to?
Anybody. They can't do it without a JPEG file.
Frank.
I just
will
want
do it.
anything to identify me. I don't care what it looks like. You guys can argue it.
Yeah. Frank will do it.
Careful.
You're the one that came up with the vest idea. We were just going to get windbreakers.
I've been.
He was saying
I've been assaulted and yelled at multiple times due to people not.
And we're
One
not
guy
thinking
demanded
it.
my ID to prove that I was on the Conservation Commission. Told a pound of sand, but still.
All right. Any other business?
Yes. Yes.
What's up?
Oh.
The budget.
Oh, yeah, the budget.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yep.
You have it.
And you need that tonight, don't you? You said.
Well, the reason I need it tonight is because I won't be at the next meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you could put it off until the next meeting, but then you'd have to handle putting it.
So we
through.
just have to approve what you gave us.
Yeah.
I saw no issue with it last time.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Do we want to just approve it?
We need to just vote.
You didn't read it either.
No, I read it, but I didn't have any issue with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no problems with it last time, but
Okay, proposed budget, agent. requested 83,307. Clerical 35,010. Training 2,000. That's for the MACC. As well as whatever. Advertising 500. Increase from 26 due to demise of Whitman Hanson Express. Meeting cost $1,000. Office overhead, office supplies, I guess, $750. Conservation memberships, $1,000. That's MACC also, I think, isn't it? Other miscellaneous, $350. And then there's one conservation. Is that the account, the $5,000? That's it.
Basically, all of that is the same as last year,
Yeah, pretty much.
except for the advertising line. And of course, the salary lines go up.
Actually,
by whatever they
the
tell us.
total request is actually, yeah, but all in all, the total request is less than it was last year. We have money in the conservation account, so we're not asking to replenish it. So the total is 127,917.
So do we have to
Well,
have a motion to
Yeah.
approve the?
well, we can discuss it. So Chair would entertain a
Do we have
motion
any
to.
discussion or?
Well, that's what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah, as I understand, it's all level funded with the exception of the newspaper thing.
What do you want? What do you want to discuss?
I've got nothing.
Oh, okay.
I like it the way it is.
The chair would entertain a motion to approve the budget as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nobody? Okay. Well, that was easy enough. Anything else, Frank?
No, just sign the packages.
They're done, I think. Where are they?
Everything's signed,
Oh,
right?
they're back?
I gave them that.
Where's my name?
Did they disappear?
I have the signatures.
Do you have all the things?
Yeah.
Erica has them.
Did they sign the determination for the first hearing and the ORAD for the second hearing
And preface.
and the order of conditions for the third hearing? All signed.
All signed.
Okay, great.
You know what that means?
I propose we're done.
Chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.